Let's talk about it. Panic buying due to pending Trump tariffs. Let's get into the clips.
Tomorrow, anything coming from Mexico or Canada is going to have a 25% tariff, and then China is getting a 10% tariff. Y'all thought I was talking about not buying anything. I'm really finna turn into Mr. Krabs now. No, bro, that's crazy. 25%. I can tell you guys honestly, especially if you have credit cards, I would not be buying anything unless you absolutely need it. And I'd be looking at those prices in the store, like really looking at them. Like I'd be scrutinizing everything you buy, because at a 25% tariff, you're crazy if you think that's not going to come down on the consumer. Because even if they don't immediately start putting it on the consumer, they're eventually going to put it down. Like that eats into your profit margins high. Like 25% is high. And as a consumer, if you think about it, if someone charges you 25% more, and if you're paying for something with your credit card and you're being charged 20% APR or 25% APR, you're paying damn near 50% more for something. That's crazy, man. That's insane. I wouldn't be buying anything, bro. Y'all y'all better become minimalists real quick.
Never been a fan of being a minimalist. Always thought it was kind of taking the easy way out in life. Again, there's nothing wrong with being a minimalist, but I feel like some people take it too far and too extreme. At the end of the day, you only have one life to live, and once you have a certain amount of money saved, or you're putting a percentage of money away every month, why not live a little bit? But as far as these tariffs, at the making of this video, I do believe the tariffs are on hold. So there will be a pause on that 25% increase. I believe Trump has given them 30 days. They've came to some type of agreement. So no need to go out and panic buy just yet.
I just realized I need to stock up on all of my hair products today. Y'all already know when you go to the beauty supply store, you're bound to come out spending more than you initially thought that you were going to spend. And one thing about the beauty store, you don't say, "Oh no, I'm not going to get." You eat the cost. You eat the cost. So the 8% that voted for that man, I hope y'all are fucking happy. You know what? The hair braiders need to add to their booking sites, did you vote for Trump? And if they voted for Trump, you up the price on them by 25%. If they didn't vote for Trump, let the price stay the same. But if they voted for that man, yeah, up it by 25%.
This just gave me a genius idea for my next video after I finish shooting this one. All my OG subscribers, these Trump tariffs could actually be used as a justification for barbers, hairstylists, nail techs to throw a 25% tax on it. And they'll say it's due to the increase in supplies. Yeah, video coming soon.
Stop buying things. Stop shopping. Given the social climate, people are not buying things right now. You need to be saving your money and investing in yourself. I just paid $9.50 for a carton of eggs at the grocery store. Companies that I've shopped at for years don't care about people that look like me. Invest in yourself. Delete your Amazon account. Stop shopping at Target. Go to a farmer's market. If you truly think you need something in your house, go to a small business, and I cannot stress this enough. An oligarchy is literally controlling America. A small group of billionaires are literally in power. If you're anything like me, you are not a billionaire or a millionaire. For you working class people, okay, if you're trying to secure your future, I need you to just put away your money, okay? Take it out of those big banks and put it away in a local credit union. Stop giving your money to Target. Stop giving your money to TJ Maxx. We need to be living our lives as if we are struggling. Go follow Bradley with the budget, okay? He teaches us how to live a frugal lifestyle. And the way things are changing in America, we need to be frugal because who knows how long we can afford things. I might sound crazy to you, but things are not looking great. And I live in Massachusetts, okay? Also, ChatGPT is free. Ask them how you can save money while supporting local businesses and not giving your money to big businesses.
It should not take impending tariffs for you to start having a budget and looking at your budget every month and seeing where you can cut back to have increased savings. Again, if you're not saving your money and investing your money and having your money work for you via compound interest, you're already behind the eight ball, tariffs or no tariffs.
Guys, is this crazy or what? It's only 10:30. Look. Damn, look at how crowded this place is. I can't believe it. At 10:30. Oh my god. Crazy. You better go get your food before they run out. Prices go up.
So we have people in here panic buying due to pending tariffs. My thing, this actually reminds me of when the newscaster comes on television and tells you about an impending snowstorm. You're going to get a half a foot to a foot of snow, and everybody rushes out to the supermarket, to Costco, to BJ's, and stocks up on all these goods. And then come to find out you wind up getting like an inch or two of snow, and you wind up having a whole bunch of food that you really didn't need in the first place. My thing is this: most people don't even have enough storage in their home to stock up long enough for these tariffs. So what are you really, I mean, what are you really saving when you really think about it? Maybe a couple, I mean, 50, 60, $70, $100 at most. I mean, I don't know if it's really worth it to panic buy due to impending tariffs.
I just got off the phone with my mother, and she's in Tennessee, and she's at the Walmart right there off of Fort Campbell Boulevard, and she's telling me that, and I was on video chat with her, they are panic buying in herds, like all the water, pallets, they're just taking it, milk, eggs, meat. Is saying Walmart is having a hard time even trying to fill the shelves back up. But I asked her to take a picture of it to me when you get home. But you know how older parents are in technology. But basically, all I seen was just herds of people just grabbing items and throwing them into their carts with no correlation. I'm like, why do you need all that tomato paste? You know, like that type of shit. Like, mom was called me because she was like, I'm scared. She literally put her stuff down and was just trying to leave the Walmart. So that's how, as she said, it reminded her of an early 2000s Black Friday.
It's a shame that people are literally going crazy, like you mentioned, looking like early 2000s Black Friday or some type of impending, hurricane or snowstorm is about to hit, all because of these impending tariffs that have been temporarily paused, I think, for the next 30 days because they did find some type of resolution. Again, like I said, 2025 is definitely going to be a wild year. I mean, we're only 1 month in, and we're seeing a lot of craziness already.
Radical things that you can do to feel like you're in control right now is to go up to your neighbor, upstairs, downstairs, to the side of you, whatever, and don't scroll. Just listen to the rest of the video. It's not that long. All right. Go to your neighbor and say, hey, do you hear about this tariffs? That's fucking crazy. Dude, I'm really worried about groceries getting more expensive. I'm fixing to make some kind of lasagna or some kind of food that you can make a lot of on whatever day that you think you could do that. If I make some, would you have some? That's it. Just one time. Because a lot of you will get no's. And a lot of people will say no to you, especially if they don't know you well. But some people will say yes. And if they say yes, it gives you the opportunity to get to know who it is that lives around you. And it lets you be seen, even if you get those no's, it lets you be seen at least as somebody who, when stuff was starting to get hard, they were clearly trying to be helpful. And they were trying to bring people together rather than just continue the status quo of everybody freaking out in their own house, you know? The other thing is that for the people who you get yeses from, that is so powerful, man, because it's so directly antagonistic to what the hyper wealthy want us to do. Because what they want us to do is to be individual consumers, right? So that way that we have to maximize our money, so that way that we can maximize our spending. And then they control the rates of spending. But if we're sharing shit, food, Wi-Fi passwords, like showers if we need to, not like together, but like letting someone use your shower, whatever, like anything like that, time, skills, helping someone sew something, whatever, anything that lets us consume less by sharing more of what we already have, very, very powerful Very, very powerful. Directly anti-capitalist, directly antagonistic to people like Elon Musk. It's just, above all, it also will let you feel less alone. And it will also let you know who around you is able to weather the coming hardships better than you and who's not. And the more people you do this with, I think the less gut-wrenchingly terrified you will feel about what is to come.
Definitely not a bad idea. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below.
Thinking about stocking up before Trump's tariffs drive up the price? Here are some everyday items that might be in danger of higher prices. So if you've noticed the price of things going up lately, you might want to brace yourself for even higher costs. President-elect Donald Trump has proposed a new set of tariffs that could affect everything from electronics to food. But what exactly are tariffs and how will they impact your wallet? Let's break it down. Simply put, a tariff is a tax on imported goods. When goods come into the United States from another country, the government charges a tariff to make them more expensive. This is meant to encourage people to buy goods made in the United States instead, which does help local businesses but can make imported items cost more for consumers. Trump has proposed a broad tariff plan that includes a 10 to 20% tariff on all imported goods from other countries, a 60% to 100% tariff on goods imported from China. These tariffs are part of his strategy to reduce the U.S. trade deficit and encourage companies to bring more production back to the United States. The tariffs would impact a wide variety of products, including many everyday items that you might use. Here's a breakdown by category to help you better understand. Electronics, such as gaming laptops, prices could increase by up to 45%. If you're thinking of buying one soon, it could go from $1,000 to $1,450. Gaming consoles, expect a 40% price increase as many of the consoles are made in China. Monitors, prices could rise by about 31%. Clothing and textiles are included too. Clothes and shoes. Many clothing brands import from overseas, and these tariffs could cause prices to go up by 10% to 25%. Jeans, t-shirts, and sneakers, popular items in everyday clothing, could get more expensive. Household goods like furniture that is imported could see a price hike of up to 20%. Appliances, so items like refrigerators, washing machines, and microwaves may also rise in price due to higher tariffs on metals and electronic components. Food and beverages imported. If you're a fan of exotic fruits or snacks from abroad, be prepared for price increases due to tariffs on imports, especially if the goods are coming from China. So canned foods and beverages are included as well. Imported beverages and canned food might also cost more. Depending on the item, consumers can see prices increase anywhere from 10% to 45%.
Let me pause it right there really quick. Let me know in the comments below, would you be okay with, let's say, a 20, 30, 40% tariff across the board on certain items made outside of the United States if those tariffs encouraged more local businesses, local manufacturing? So would you be willing to pay more to have those items made in the USA? Let me know how you feel about that in the comments below.
For electronics like gaming laptops and consoles, this means a jump in price by hundreds of dollars. For everyday goods like clothing and household items, expect a smaller increase, but still noticeable. At first glance, tariffs may seem like a way to bring more money into the United States, but they also have a downside. With higher tariffs, consumers will face higher prices on many products. For the average family, this could mean paying more for things that they need and want, whether it's a new laptop, some fresh fruit, or even a new pair of shoes. The extra costs could add up quickly, making it harder for working class families to budget and save. And here's where the irony comes in, right? Many people voted for President-elect Trump in the hopes of lowering prices on everyday items. But with these proposed tariffs, those same voters might soon find themselves paying way more for the very products that they rely on. The promise of lower costs might seem to be backfiring, as the tariffs could have the opposite effect and leave many consumers with higher bills. So, now that you know what could go up in price.
Let me know in the comments below how you feel about these tariffs overall. Are you pro? Are you for it, or are you against it?
of things that I am trying to buy before tariffs kick in January so as to spend as little as possible over the next 4 years. Granted, this is kind of a long list and a lot of these things are very expensive, so I'm probably not going to get through them all, but hopefully they spark some ideas for some of you. The first one is a new phone, which I honestly hate because right now my phone works perfectly fine and I would not be trading it in for another 2 years perhaps if I didn't feel like it would be very, very difficult to acquire a new one in the next 4 years. So I am going to get a new phone, but I'm literally not buying another phone for 4+ years after that. So I'm hoping that that makes up for it. The next one is a high quality puffer coat because clothing is going to get so much more expensive in January. I live in Chicago. I have to deal with a lot of winter weather throughout the year. So this is an absolute necessity for me. And it was very much time for me to get something of quality that was made to last and not something that I was going to have to replace every 2 years anyway. Along that line, quality snow boots and rain boots. I am definitely a product of fast fashion in my life, and I've gotten a lot of shoes and clothes that just literally weren't built to last and they barely did the job that they were supposed to do over time. So I'm literally saving money by investing in quality pieces now so that I do not have to re-up later on when they fall apart. Along
Let's just pause it right here. My initial reaction to this list, she's only went through three things so far. It sounds like she's trying to use these tariffs to justify buying things that she already wanted to anyway, and trying to and using these tariffs as justification to buy things that she really honestly probably doesn't need. I mean, how often do you buy a new coat? How often are you buying new snow boots and rain boots? Like, come on, these are things that she already wanted to buy and are trying to use the tariffs as an excuse, in my opinion. Let's continue.
along that same vein, heat tech quality winter accessories. I don't want to have to buy another piece of winter gear for the next 4 years, and I'm not going to after this. Moving on to kitchen appliances, because food is going to get so much more expensive. I want to make sure that I am making as much food at home as possible. So I have a Vitamix blender here because Vitamix is very high quality. I'm also going to get the food processor attachment. Honestly, enough said. The next one is an Instant Pot, which I actually already have. I'm really only putting this on here for the sake of idea generation for you all. I love my Instant Pot. It has been an absolute game changer for cooking at home. I always make a big old Instant Pot of something on Friday to go into the weekend because it makes so much fucking food, and the soups and stews are incredible, not just for the winter season, but we make them all year round. Next, you know how it is, Plan B and pregnancy tests. I want to get as much of this as I can so that I can stockpile and share with my friends as we need them because
She said she gonna stockpile Plan B and pregnancy tests. Whatever happened to condoms? Whatever happened to condoms? I mean, I could see having one or maybe two on hand, but stockpiling Plan B, man, that's diabolical.
it's real out here and we need to lean on our communities right now. Next is loose leaf herbs and teas because I am kind of a hobby herbalist and I really believe in the power of herbs to heal so many parts of us. So, as much as we can not be reliant on the medical system for smaller things, day to day things, I think herbs are an incredible way to serve your community, serve your families and your household, serve yourself, and just increase your quality of life. Next is some kind of indoor garden. I've seen a lot of ones where they're kind of compact, but they give you like maybe 12 pods and you can grow little herbs and little vegetables. I think this is really, really key because I don't want to be shopping for fresh produce all the time, especially when the growing practices are so harmful to our bodies and to the environment. I feel like this is a good way to kind of step into that more of a self sustaining lifestyle. Small steps. And finally, this one I'm probably not going to be able to get done, but I would love to be able to have a new mattress because the one that I have is frankly nasty. I've had it most of my life and I also got it from one of my relatives. So it's really time to re-up. And I feel like this is one of those like investments into your long-term chiropractic health and probably a lot of other. Anyway, please let me know what's on your list and I hope this was helpful.
Again, like I said, that list of 10 things, majority of those things on that list, those are things she wanted prior to these tariffs even existing. And again, like I said, I believe she's using it as a justification to spend money that she really doesn't need to spend, honestly. But let me know what you think of her list in the comments below. Also, will these potential tariffs cause you to panic buy? Have you been stocking up on any particular goods or services before these potential tariffs take place? Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.